What's happening, traders? It's Freeman here again. In today's video, I want to analyze Euro USD with you. But before I do, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and also share so that this video can reach a lot of people who also need such information. So we want to analyze Euro USD together, and also I will demonstrate to you how I took a buy trade on Euro USD. So without much ado, let's start. So in this video, we are analyzing using the same concept I've been using, price action concept, starting from monthly, weekly, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour. And I'll be using market structure, supply and demand, liquidity, market efficiency. So considering market structure on the monthly time frame, Euro USD, we want to know the overall market structure before I scale down to the lower time frame to find trade opportunities. So at the monthly time frame, Euro USD started from 1971, where I wasn't even born. So this market has been there since. So Euro USD, we breaking structures to the upside, break of structure, considering the major swings, we breaking structures to the upside, breaking structures to the upside, which is a bullish market. So we have a swing low here, a swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high. So, and maybe we have a swing low. Swing low is also here. I don't know if we can have a swing high. By the end of this analysis, we will know what might possibly happen. So here USD, this is the structure, the bigger structure. And mind you, the market always obeys structure. So if you are good at the structures, you should be able to navigate your way out. So this is Euro USD at the monthly time frame, performing monthly time frame analysis. So ever since price broke this structure, we've been having pullback where price is breaking structures to the lower side, breaking structures to the lower side. I don't know if we can break before we can have a change of character and move to the top. So let's see. Now we want to identify how price has retraced using our Fibonacci retracement. Currently, this is our swing low, our major swing low for now. This is our major swing low for now at the monthly time frame. So, and this is our major swing high at the monthly time frame. So let's check the retracement level using Fibonacci retracement. You can see that we've had a 78.60 Fib retracement on Euro USD at the monthly time frame. Can we expect price to go to the upside to break this previous high and pull back and go to hit the major swing high? Should we expect something like that? Because even we have a demand zone here. So this can possibly happen. So since the break of the major structure, we've had a break of structure to the lower side, break of structure to the lower side, break of structure again to the lower side. So price would tend to bullish move again if we can clear this top. If we can clear this top, then we shoot to the major swing high again. This is a perfect scenario for trade to actually turn to the upside. This is a perfect scenario for the trade to push to the upside. Mind you, I'm not trying to trade in the monthly time frame. I just want to understand the market before I scale down to the lower time frame to find trading opportunities. But this same concept I'm using at the monthly time frame, it can be applied in the lower time frame to take trading decisions. I just want to know the overall perspective on the market before I take any trade. So this would be a market shift for me if I have something like this. Okay, but now I'm not trying to take a trade on in the monthly time frame. So now I want to check supply and demand zones. So at the lower side here, this would be my last demand zone. That price, if price comes in here, I'll be expecting a massive buy. I'll be expecting a massive buy. If price is able to come in here, I would be expecting a massive buy at this zone between 0.887 and 0.866. That this is actually going to take time. So I'm not talking in terms of now, I'm talking in terms of future. Okay, so now let's scale down to the weekly time frame to see what can possibly happen at the lower time frame, at the weekly time frame. So I've marked my demand zone at the lower side here. Let me also mark my supply zone at the top side. So now here is a major supply zone for me. Is a major supply zone for me here at the top here. The very top here, it's a major supply zone that if price gets there, I would be expecting a massive sell. So it could be that we will have something like this to break this high to shift the market, and price coming here will come and take any low here and start to push to the top side. Start to push to the top side. So a scenario like this can possibly happen. Okay. So this is supply zone for me, and the last demand zone for me. Okay, as simple as that. So going down to the lower time frame, which is like scaling down, we have a break of structure here. Let's focus on what price is doing inside this area. Okay, so if you don't know why we have this massive pull, push to the upside, it is as a result of this zone, this consolidation zone here. So now what is happening currently? We have, after this shift in price at this area, let's take our time to analyze it at the weekly time frame. After the shift in price, break of structure, shift, change of character, because this happened to be the last low. Okay, even looking at how I'm analyzing, you can follow it and analyze or take it as a strategy to be using it yourself, because sometimes consuming a lot of information can corrupt your mind. So just follow what I'm doing and also be able to do the same. So a break of structure, change of character. Where was the demand zone that caused this change of character? It was this guy. This candlestick actually caused it. We've not mitigated it yet, so I don't know what will happen. Let's just continue with our analysis to see what can possibly happen. So this becomes the demand zone here. Okay, so with this, after the change of character, we have a break of structure here. I think daily will be very clear, so let me scale down to the daily to be able to see the overall picture well. So yes, this is the daily break of structure, change of character, and you have small breaks. Let me consider them as well. Break of structure and break of structure. You know the fractal nature of market. Even at the lower time frame, even 1 minute time frame, this thing goes on. So you can also be trading the 1 minute, but I'm not a scalper, so I prefer doing my things in the higher time frame before I go to the lower time frame. The least lower time frame I could go is 5 minutes. That's the least. So a break of structure. This is a demand zone. Price came to mitigate it. After this break, price drop came to mitigate it, broke it, and again demand zone here. This candle was used as a demand zone. Price came to break it. We want to understand the overall market before we take any trading decision. Break of structure to the top side. Now we've taken out this guy, this low, which was our swing low. This happened to be a swing low here. So after price taking it out, now we have what we call market shift to the lower side, change of character or shift in price. I want to use this as a swing and ignoring this, because it could be that this could have been acting as a liquidity zone to this guy, but then actually got breached. So I want to focus more on this guy, in this major swing, as a change of character. Okay, so any retracement to, price don't have to break this high. This has to be now the swing high for a down move. Price don't have to break this high, because we have a shift in price. When price got here, we should have continued with the buy to the top side, and then you rolling like that, creating higher highs and higher lows. But now we have a low here, a high here, so now we have a lower high, so we should expect a lower low at any point here, at any zone here. So this structure, this top here is protected, so that is it. So price now has came to this area. This guy was acting as our liquidity, an inefficient pullback, acted as a liquidity to the major supply zone, So now this, after this inefficiency, this is a fair value gap or inefficiency. Fair value gap, a gap inside here. Price need to mitigate it, and the candlestick that caused this fair value gap was this guy. Was the next guy. So now we mark this as our supply zone. It's our supply zone. As our supply zone. Perfect. So I have my supply zone here, because there is fair value gap before it. Okay, so this is the perfect trade. I think I gave this trade to my Telegram members, I remember. So we have our FVG or imbalance, anyhow you want to call it, imbalance here. So this is our supply zone. But to be at the safer side, you could have marked the whole of this high here. It's to be very safe, like to be at the safer side, you could have marked the whole high here. Technically this is the supply zone, so, and this high shouldn't be breached. If we break this high, that means the shift in price here, we've had a new shift. If we break this high, then we have a new shift. We would have had a new shift at the top here. So if any price retracement to the low 10 of this zone, we would have been looking for a push to the top side. But then since this since this high is a protected high that shouldn't be breached, we put the probability in our side that price coming here can possibly sell again. So you see, when price got here, it gave a candlestick pattern called equal highs or double top. So we have first swing, second swing, and price started selling off massively. So at the lower time frames too, you can be using you can be doing the same thing. But if you're able to spot this at the higher time frame, you can leverage on it to have massive pips, and even with $100, you can just make huge money out of it. Like you can just swing it. So let's see the amount of pips this move. It moved 743 pips on this one. I remember I gave this trade out. So now we've had a break of structure to this side. We've had a break of structure to this low. Yeah, price has reached this low. So are we now trending to the downside? I think we are. We are now trending to the downside. Break of structure to the downside here. And now since we've broken this low, let's find out how price has retraced, how far price has retraced. So now we are inside 78, between 78 and 61 fib retracement, and these zones are strong reversal zones. So mind you, this major high shouldn't be breached. If we break it, then we will have a swing, a shift in price to the upside. So since price is now working or behaving inside 78.60 and 61.60, we would patiently be waiting for trade opportunity at this zone. Okay, because even it was this swing high that caused the break of this structure. And let's see if we can find a supply zone for this swing high. We have FVG imbalance here, imbalance here, imbalance here, and then after the imbalance, what do we have again? We have a supply zone candlestick, where people mostly call it the order block. It's a supply zone for me. People call it order block, so that is a supply zone for me. So now I just want to see some massive reactions here. Then I'll sell price. If I sell it and I want to swing it, I want to first of all target this swing low, because we are now creating series of lower lows and lower highs. So this is here is a low, here is a high, so we have a lower high, we have a lower low, so here can be a lower high, and maybe we target here, and here will be our lower low. Maybe we trace it, we break into the downside. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, so possibly I expect that price will react to this zone, then we sell to this last end. Let me refine this demand zone at this area. Which low caused the break of this structure? It was this guy that caused the break of the structure. So we mark it for future reference, for future use. So our demand zone is here. Demand zone is here. We have fair value gaps beneath it. But first of all, we should just focus on what can happen here. If we break it, here will be our last demand zone. So this is what we are looking for. We don't want to be predictive. We just want to react to price action. We just want to react to price action and obeying the market structure. We don't want to just be predicting out of our own mind without considering the price action concept. So now EURUSD, the supply zone that causes break of structure is here. So I'm expecting a reaction here to sell price to this zone, but nevertheless, if we breach this high, my major swing high will be here. It will be at the very top here, after the fair value gap, the candlestick that caused it. This is the daily time frame though. So I have two zones to trade. This is a supply zone, the last supply zone. But price don't have to break this supply zone. If it breaks it, that means price wants to be pushing to the top side. We want to be pushing to the top side. So this is the analysis on EURUSD. Predicting a sell per price action. I want to see a sell-off on EURUSD at this zone. If something happened and we don't get a sell, I want to see a price push to this area. Okay, so now this is the EURUSD analysis I have. We trade price move to various supply zones and various demand zones, and your ability to identify them is a plus for you. Now I want to demonstrate to you the buy I got to this area. I got to this zone 1.0630. I could have taken this to this high, but then I wanted to be conservative, so I closed it early. So now let me go to the 4-hour time frame to demonstrate to you. It's simple, it's not anything difficult. All right, so at the 4-hour time frame, price has been breaking to the lower side, creating lower lows and lower highs. We are breaking to the lower side moves. So I got this sell. I took this sell here to the lower side here, and I also took this sell. From here to here. So it was amazing trade though. And I also took this sell from here to here. So all this, I had 1, 2, 3 sells. I had all of them. It was so simple and easy. And if you don't know this concept, you will just be trading randomly. You just be doing trading randomly. You'll be trading anyhow. So since we were breaking down to how I got the buy, since we were breaking down to the lower side, we have a break of structure to the lower side here. And where was the high of this break of structure? This was the swing high. This was the swing high here. This was the swing high. So now price has broken the swing high. What is then telling us? what we were using at the higher time frame, same thing, you can apply it at the lower time frame and it will still work for you. We have now what we call a market shift or change of character. So since we have that change of character, which low really caused that change of character? This was the low. This was the low that caused it. But then when price got here, it was on Saturday. So we had a market gap, a gap in price or a market gap on Saturday, and here they didn't hold. So now what would be our major point of interest to see price don't come and break, because now we've actually changed character or we've shifted. So this low, where we see this where we see this imbalance beneath it, that candlestick become our demand zone. Then since we've broken that demand, this structure here, all that we want to do is we target the next swing high. So we have a low here, a lower high, a lower low, lower low, lower high, lower low. Now this lower high here is broken, so now we have a low and a high. So a higher low, so we expect a higher high to be at the swing side here. All right, so as simple as that, not anything difficult. So if you understand market structure, you are on your way up. So this is our demand zone here. So you take your trade, long trade here, stop loss just beneath, because this low shouldn't be breached. If we breach this low, then you will continue selling to the lower side. So you have all this space to trade. So I caught this trade and I shared it in the Telegram group. If you're not part of the Telegram group, make sure you get inside the Telegram group for your own good. All right, so as simple as that. So now I'm about to give the Telegram members this signal, this sell on GB Euro USD, short position here, stop loss above here, first take profit at this area, first take profit here, and then second take profit at this low. This is a swing trade. This is actually a swing trade. It's not a day trade setup. It's a swing trade, which will be massive. It will be massive. Why am I giving this sell? Indirectly, we have something like head and shoulder pattern, and I've actually explained it based on market structure. We have this left shoulder head, and I expect right shoulder here. So if price comes to break this high, then we will definitely hit a stop loss. By hitting a stop loss does not mean you will not find any trading opportunity to trade again. So I sometimes don't know why people are afraid to take stop losses. Like people are afraid to take losses. Maybe it's because they've not calculated their risk or something. That's why. So even if we break this high, I know there can be a pullback. If we break here, I know there can be a pullback, and then we buy to the zone. As simple as that. This is how trading works. But now I want to see a massive sell. First take profit at 1.0631. Second take profit is at 10177. That is Euro USD analysis right now. So that is all that I can do inside this Euro USD analysis. Let me save this trade and send it to the Telegram members that they should sell Euro USD. This is 4 hour. Let me go to the 1 hour and see if we have a lot of confirmation. See, we are trending down. We have what we called a lower high, lower low, lower high, a lower low. So price came to respect this inefficiency here, came to respect it, and this becomes the liquidity. So now we are selling off. So 4 hour. Let's go with the sell. Let's go with the sell. So guys, thank you for sticking with me up to this point. This is Freeman, and if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing so that you grow with me and also be making good trading decisions. Trading is simple if you actually understand what you are doing, but then if you don't understand it, it becomes very difficult. And if you don't take care, you'll be losing your money to the market, and people will be just enjoying your money. Okay, so thank you. Subscribe to this channel and also join my Telegram group for more trading tips like this. For now, peace out.